Hello, crafters. Welcome back to the second video, vlog, whatever, of my channel. Today I'm making posters, and I don't know if you need to make posters at all. You probably do because, you know, you're watching this, or you're just curious about me. Anyway, I'm making posters for a Special Olympics event. We have our end of banquet party, or end of season banquet party, whatever. And we're going to recognize a lot of the teachers. With all the other sports, our leadership normally makes like little posters in the shape of like a basketball or something, and then puts the name of the teacher on the back and the number of the athlete giving it to them. But leadership isn't doing that for us. Thanks. So I'm making them myself because I'm coach and I have no life and I love to craft. So I'm going to show you what I'll be making and show you how to make simple posters like these to make whatever event better. Anyway, here's the poster. I've made one of them already, and then I'll show you what you need and then how to make it. Let me grab the poster. So this is what you'll be making. This is my last name. This is the symbol for Special Olympics, and it's typically on a red thing. So that's just the logo, and then we're going to put the teacher and staff member's name up here. I did this freehand other than a stencil to do this little guy right here. So I'm going to show you what you need to make something like this. So first you're going to need paper, and I'm just using paper. It's not focusing. Come on, there we go. Yeah. Still not focusing. I'm sorry, I'm using my phone because if I don't like doing vlogs, I'm not going to waste money on a camera. So if you want me to make more videos, keep watching so that I can buy a better camera. Anyway, here's the paper I'm going to use. And then leadership did give us this outline of the circle that they use to make their posters. So I'll be using this to trace the outline of the little poster that we're making. Then you will need the stencil of what it is you're designing. We're making this little guy, so we printed out this thing, and I'm going to trace it onto the paper. I'm not going to trace this middle part. This is just holding the spacing together. I'm just going to draw a line there, stopping, and then up, and then move this and finish the lines. I'm going to be using a pencil, so make sure you have a pencil. Scissors to cut everything out at the end. And then you're going to need paint. You can get paint like this pretty much at any craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, really anywhere, for just a few bucks. Works pretty well, dries really fast. I'm just using a paper towel to put the paint on because I'm fancy like that. And then 2 paintbrushes. I'm using this smaller one that we got at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Can't remember, doesn't matter, just a small little paintbrush like that. And then one of these spongy ones to help fill in once I've outlined with this. So let's get started on making it. So I have my paper rolled out on the floor. I'm normally on the dining room table, but my family is out there making a bunch of noise, so for this one I will be in my room. I have the paper rolled out and the big white poster there to help me outline the shape of the poster, and my pencil. I'm just going to trace along the outside of it to make the shape. Okay, I have traced along the outside of the paper, so now I'm going to remove that. I don't know if you can see it, but right along here, that's the outline of the poster. So now, I'm going to put this little guy towards the bottom, because like the original, the name is going to go along the top here, and this little guy will be down at the bottom. Grabbing the head. I'm just going to place it exactly where I want it. making sure that it's right in the middle in between so that there's enough space on each side here to be even. Just kind of want it in the center. So now I'm going to take my pencil and trace along the outside of this whole little guy here. Not tracing this line or this line here, because we're not going to include it, and then I will move it away and then just draw the line down. So now I've traced along the outside, and I'm going to remove this. You can kind of see the pencil line there. And I have left that line there blank because that's where where's my finger? This part was. So then I'm just going to take my pencil and finish drawing those lines just kind of freehandedly. It's not the best job, but that's okay because I'm on carpet and the paint's going to go over it anyways. So now I'm going to just kind of freehandedly write the last name along the top here in pencil. Just like how I did with the other one, it's just block letters. I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, I turned on the flash just maybe because you can see that better, but I've outlined the last name in pencil, just kind of freehanded it so that I could erase it and make it look better. There's the little dude. So now I'm just going to outline it in paint. So now I've got a good glob of my paint on this paper towel, and I'm going to take my small brush, get it in the paint, and just start outlining it in the paint. My brush is stiff, that's cool. It's actually working pretty well. Oh, there it goes. So I just outline it like this, and I'm gonna go all the way around. Okay, so now I've gone along the outside of just the letter G. I actually went to the bathroom and wet down my paintbrush to get it not so stiff, and I had to go back over some areas because it was just not working for me. It's not the best outline, but I mean, these are not the best posters. So, and I'm not an artist. I'm a crafter. I don't paint. So anyway, now I'm just going to take my spongy brush, like so. I got just a little bit of paint on it, and I'm just going to fill in the rest of the letter. Let's see. So after I do each letter, I'm going to fill it in right away because I don't want to outline everything and then have to fill it in and go over and put my arm in the already wet paint. So I'm just going to fill it in as I go, and that'll make everything a lot faster and easier for me. The paint is already starting to dry, so that's cool. That sounded sarcastic, but I was being dead serious. I love it when paint dries fast. I don't have to wait. Just kind of going over some spots now that it's filled in. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the same thing. Take this one, outline the A, and then fill it in with the sponge. Same thing with the L and all the way around. So I'll be back when I finish painting all that. Okay, now I've got the last name painted on there, and I know that the A's look completely different from each other, and it's not the best, but I'm better at 3D stuff like the lamp that I showed you guys in my first video. I'm not a painter, I don't draw, I'm terrible at it. But anyway, now I'm just going to do the same thing with the little guy down here, start with my smaller brush, outline it, then use the bigger brush and paint it in. So literally the exact same thing I've been doing this whole time. Looks better now that I've wet down the brush and it's not so stiff. I'm sorry for all of you artists out there who are cringing at my terrible painting. I think Jesus will forgive me, even if you don't. Okay, I've outlined it pretty terribly. Now, take this thing and some paint. And we fill it in. Trying to make it look decent. It's got a bunch of lines in there, so I'm going to take a little more paint, kind of go over that again. And it still has terrible lines, but whatever. You get the point. It's a head. You get the point. And literally the same thing with the rest of this. So I'm just going to keep going and start this video again once I've outlined it. Alright, now I've outlined this, and I'm going to take my big brush and fill it in. And then do the literal exact same thing on the other side. Alright, now that we are all done painting, there's only one thing left to do. We gotta go snippity snip on ya boy. And now we are all done, just waiting for the paint to dry, but that will literally take 20 minutes or so. Super simple poster, doesn't have to be difficult, but I mean you can do this for a lot of different things. Okay, so like I was saying, you can make those posters for a lot of different reasons. You can, for all you milsos out there, you can use that technique to make a welcome home sign for your loved one, or you can make posters for like senior nights, for high school events, or literally whatever it is you're wanting to make. I needed to make those for a Special Olympics event, so I decided to do a video because why not? That's a super simple poster you can make. You can do that with markers, paint, whatever you want. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and if not, whatever. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace.